Today I am going to show you how to make Watalappan or Jaggery pudding. That's the famous Sri Lankan sweet. So for this recipe I am using 250 grams of grated jaggery. I grated the jaggery into very fine. It's a paste now. You have to use the little zesting part of the grater if you are using it. If not, you can dissolve that in coconut milk. And I am using 1 cup of coconut milk, very thick coconut milk from freshly grated coconut. And I think when you use the other canned versions, it won't be very nice, but if you can use fresh coconut, it's really nice. And 1/2 cup of cashew nuts. Cashew nuts can be vary. If you like a little less, you can add little less, that doesn't matter. And nearly 1/4 cup of sultana or raisins you can use. Then some vanilla, 1 tablespoon, and 6 large eggs, and a pinch of salt. I'm using the jaggery from real jaggery, palm treacle jaggery. If you use different kinds of jaggery, you won't get the real taste of this sweet. So if you can find the best quality jaggery, that's the best idea. So into this I'm going to break the eggs. Before that I'll add the coconut milk and dissolve the jaggery in the coconut milk. After mixing the jaggery and the coconut milk, and I'm going to add the eggs one by one, and because the climate is little colder, the coconut milk gets stuck and it becomes thick. It will be alright when I cook it. So I'm going to add the eggs one by one, and after adding the eggs, add a little bit of cardamom or nutmeg powder into the mix. It's really nice adding 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg in the recipe. And into that going to add the cashew nuts and the sultana and nearly a tablespoon of vanilla. I like to use a little bit extra vanilla always in my recipes. It really gives a nice flavor. You don't need to overbeat this or use a beater to mix this, because once you do this, it's really easy and nice. So take a pudding bowl or even a aluminium or stainless steel bowl, whatever you have, it doesn't matter. You can use a steamer to steam this, or you can use a pudding bowl like this and put it in a pot of water. I'm going to spray this a little bit, then it will come out nicer. So into this I'm going to add the Watalappan mix. I'm going to close this. If you don't have a pudding bowl, don't worry about that. If you have a pudding bowl, you can add a little bit of water into a pot and put the pudding bowl in the pot and close with the lid and boil this maybe about 45 minutes to 1 hour. If you are steaming this, it's the same time, but make sure that you cover it with a foil or a baking paper and tie it around. If not, the water will go inside and will make it soggy. So going to cook this about 1 hour now. I finished steaming the Watalappan, and if I open it, and it's really nice, and I want to take the edges a bit down and onto a plate, put it upside down like this. See, this is the traditional sweet that we used to make called Watalappan, and I hope you will enjoy this recipe. Thank you for watching.